The anguished faces and tortured bodies tell a terrible disaster. Men cry without shame, children weep as they have never wept before. It's not like they might cry after a fight on the playground, but with a new and terrible feeling of loss. An ideal example would be the Brazilians who were photographed unleashing their sorrow on a cloudy, darkening evening in scenes of anguish from Estadio Mineirão. They were merely shocked by their football team's 7-1 defeat by Germany in the World Cup semi-final. Merely is perhaps a brutal way of putting it, but when you look at the pictures of any fans reacting to a defeat, move football beyond sport and into a strange psychological realm of suffering and mourning. These photographs destroy any idea that football is just a game. In the torture of a defeat, players and fans alike appear to stare into some bottomless abyss that rips apart everything they believe in. The blow of every goal and referee errors hammers away not just a sporting pride, but the very sense of who they are and what life is about. Dostoevsky, writing of Hans Holbein's painting The Dead Christ, comments that a man could lose his faith looking at that painting. For football lovers, any defeat is an equal of Holbein's painting, a memento that destroys illusions and strips away all consolation. The word tragedy seems unavoidable here. Aristotle said that tragedy must arouse pity and terror, and if a football match can arouse such feelings to followers around the world, perhaps it could be a true piece of tragic theatre that subjects its spectators to the deepest, darkest emotions and thoughts. Football is the most massively overhyped phenomenon in modern culture. It has been accused of everything from irrelevance to massive corruption. But at moments like this, it is clear why, for so many people, the sport is so much more than a game. Aristotle also said that tragedy should lead to catharsis, and perhaps there is some great catharsis in these images, as people contemplate every sorrow, loss, and despair they can remember or imagine in the bitter 90 minutes of a savagely hopeless sporting defeat. The suffering on the pitch becomes a rich dark spot in their memories. Like Aristotle said, every tragic play should have a tragic hero, and every tragic hero should have a tragic flaw. Football doesn't shy away from this thought. It brings out a tragic flaw from every one of its players, from almost every one of its games. The most popular examples being David Beckham kicking Diego Simeone, which resulted in England being kicked out of World Cup '98. Zidane headbutting Marco Materazzi, which destroyed every hopes of France winning the World Cup for a second time. Or Steven Gerrard slipping and giving away the ball to Demba Ba, which crushed Liverpool's 20-year dream of regaining the Premier League title. Every week in and week out, football stops about being a sport, entertainment, or even nationalism. It becomes tragic theatre. It becomes profound. It becomes art.